50 degrees, 0 miles, 11:30 a.m. Time to start heading down to Shorewood, Illinois to get ready to go shoot in the qualifier for the Vegas Shoot 2021. It's going to be a nice trip. We're going down Route 25 in Aurora, Illinois, down to 30 down to Plainfield, and from there down to Shorewood. So hope you guys enjoy the trip. Here we go. Hey, I'm early. It's 12:30. I got to be here at 3:30. What are you doing? You're here to shoot and do archery at 3:30, but you arrive at 12:30? You go fishing in the DuPage River with a two-handed fly rod with an open face reel just in case. Let's go see what's down by the DuPage River. Okay, the feet are clean. Haven't been getting any bites in the riffles. The water's still cold. It's probably 45, 50 degrees. I've only got a couple more casts and I got to go and start getting ready, like sit in the parking lot and go shoot. But I would be remiss if I didn't try to throw a few casts to land downstream to float over the top of that boulder or whatever's in the water right there. Because that, if there's a babe layer in this entire stretch of the river, if there's a babe layer that belongs to a bass, it's right there. He's sitting in the lee side of that boulder. He's sitting in that eddy, all calm, and he's waiting for anything to come by with one eye right there. And when it's there, he turns around and hits it instantaneously. He moves so fast. He just whacks it. So I've just got to get my little white lure. I've got a white woolly bugger sitting on the end. I'm going to try to float it a few times over that boulder, and if there's any fish at all, they're going to be right there. And if not, it's time to go sit. So here we go. 3 o'clock at Strictly Archery. It's in behind me. Headed in to shoot or start shooting at 3:30. Don't know if they're going to let me film. It's a couple other guys. I have no idea what to expect. I've never done this. So try to take pictures whatever I can. Like maybe during the break, we shoot 2 300 rounds today. That's 10 ends, 3 arrows. So, and then we're done. Take a break, probably do another 300. Then we're done for the day. Then we come back tomorrow morning and shoot another 300 for a total of 900 possible points and 90 arrows. There. Talk to you in a bit. I remember me saying it was surreal here. These kids are a lot of fun, but I don't know how to describe it. Just surreal. .30, and I'm just coming out now, shot 2 rounds, surrounded by a bunch of pink clothed, what was it called, the Wanderers, the Wayfarers, something like that, an archery team based right here in this area. It was kind of funny. I did not shoot as well as I would have liked. I got super nervous around all these people, and I shot below 50%. I made a comeback on my second round, but still haven't broken 150 out of 300. But I'm not displeased. I got to keep reminding myself, competing first and foremost is all about learning to handle a completely different kind of pressure. So you gotta keep that in mind. So I'm happy with how I shot. I had a couple of really nice bullseyes, a number of 10s, but I had some complete misses too. Complete misses. Like, didn't even hit the back of the target misses. So you just, I mean, when you're competing like this, you just can't let your guard down for a second. I blame my twin brother for one round, my worst round. He rang my phone, and that very round, there were probably 4 other phones that rang, and 4 other people out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that were on the line. 4 people all had crappy rounds because, for whatever reason, everybody decided to call at that moment. Right during that round, that end, it's called. It was wild. In the end, we were all kind of chuckling afterwards because there's nothing else you could do. But everybody made sure their phones were off after that. When I was in it, I was in it, and when I wasn't, I absolutely wasn't. And that is the nature of competing in target archery. Is the people that are the champions are never not in it. That's what it comes down to. So we shot 2 rounds today, 2 300 rounds. We have 1 more 300 round in the morning. Now, I'm not sure why they did this, but the woman that's running all of this for her archery team, these teenagers, we're talking like maybe 13 to 17 years of age, the JOADs, J-O-A-D, the junior archeries. These guys, the coach, I think, is trying to set up for people to shoot their best. And there might be people that shoot better in the afternoon, evening, and there might be people that shoot way better in the morning. And she's trying to make sure everybody gets 1 round at least shooting at their very best, whatever works for them. That's all I can think of, because it's 6:30. If we'd have gone 1 more hour, we'd have been done at 7:30 with everything. But instead, they're breaking up into 2 days. I got to come all the way back here by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I had a lot of fun. I'm not doing as well as I thought. I'm a little disappointed there, but it's the experience that's fun. There are times when you're super proud with yourself for shooting well under pressure, especially the last 3 ends before you're done for the day. And again, a completely new group of people here. Completely new group of kids. I was the oldest one. I'm the age of everybody's granddad. They're all, you know, millennial parents with next gen millennial children that are teens, mid-teens to late teens, but still high school age. All just super nice kids. They were complimenting each other. They were rooting for each other, stuff like that. I mean, this is important. This is cool stuff. I really liked seeing that. I'm looking forward to shooting tomorrow with these kids. I mean, even when I had a bad round, they were like, miss 2. Okay, you'll have a better round, they said. And then I had a better round afterwards, and they were genuinely proud of me. Like, they're rooting for me. Hey, you had a great round. That was a 9.73. And that's what I was kind of averaging. I was probably averaging 12. Hopefully I was averaging 12. It was always 2 good shots and 1 bad shot that averaged out to 12 somehow. But you can tell by how excited I am that I was really pleased to be out here. And the only way that you get used to competing is to compete. So there's just more of the same until you learn how to shed all the adrenaline when you're out here. I think I'm just going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to call my twin brother and tell him, don't fucking call me tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning and say, how's your shooting going? Ugh. Mike, I love you, but man, your timing, I mean, you have a gift. It was extraordinarily bad timing. I think that particular end ended up being a miss 1. That's what I ended up walking away with. Miss 1. And those 2 M's are right when your phone call, when you came. You rang, miss. I couldn't shake it off. I couldn't shake it off. Hey. All right, talk to you guys tomorrow morning. This is Mark signing off. Morning, everybody. Day number 2, headed off to Strictly Archery in Shorewood, Illinois to go and finish the rest of the Vegas 2021 shoot. And I forgot to take all of this data out of my phone, so it's nearly full. Yikes. Only gonna take a few pictures. Talk to you later. Okay, I turned in a 30% instead of even 50%. But I had fun. I'm not going to Vegas, but I had fun. The one lesson that I'll leave you guys with is this. There is no substitute for the stress of standing on the line shooting a bow and arrow at a target. You can't even say that hunting experience can equate to this. It's a different kind of stress, because when you're in a stand, you're sitting there all quiet, you're listening, you're at peace, and then the deer suddenly appears, and there isn't that buildup of anxiety that happens when you're doing target archery. There is a continual and irrepressible, impossible to ignore buildup of stress when you're shooting target archery. When you know that you're going to be shooting, again and again and again and again at the little yellow dot. And it's less that the dot becomes your enemy and you start flinching. I'd have to say I couldn't tell you I was sensing target panic today. I couldn't. But a different kind of stress, an inability to focus, inability to focus and then lose focus, lose focus, so that I end up with 2 decent shots and always one literally a miss again and again and again. That momentary breach of focus, of concentration, is what I experienced today. And the only thing that's going to make that go away is experience, that it becomes familiar, being able to turn on the focus and then sit down and turn it off if you need to, and then turn it on and then turn it off, and then turn it on and then turn it off, and then turn it on. You get my point. It's not like hunting. Hunting, the focus happens maybe once a day for about 10 seconds. Otherwise, you're just sitting there invisible. you're staring the deer down and you're squinting. There's other stuff going on in your mind, but it's not about the shot. The shot stands up, you wait for the deer to go behind a tree, you draw back, comes out behind the tree, you wait for him to almost broadside you if it looks like he's going to, and then you just stare right into the behind his front elbow and the shot goes and it's over. There's that one momentary super focus compared to doing the focus again and again and again and again and again and again with these unbearable periods of downtime in between. Minutes go by before you have to do it again. And the only way I'm going to get good at that is to do it some more. So we're competing like a crazy person because this is a skill I want to develop. And I hope you guys come along for the ride. I hope you guys come along and say, this is useful. I'm going to sit in on Mark's sessions, on Mark's competition as he goes in and competes. Because I can practice all I want at this point, but my skill set's good. What I need to expose myself to is not more practice. My technique is good enough to compete. I have to compete again and again and again until I learn how to shake off all of the anxiety and I learn how to focus on command, on demand. And that's a useful skill for me, even in my workplace and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna compete some more. Gotta go sign up right now. This is Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to the Wanderlust team that I had the privilege of shooting next to today. Emily, the only other bare bow shooter that was here. To Nolan and Nasby, the ones that were around me that were really fun to shoot with and score with. I had a lot of fun. I wish you guys best of luck at the Vegas shoot. Hope you do well, and everybody else, we'll see you out there. Bye. So I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for my wife, looking at my scores. And you know, earlier today I wasn't feeling too good about it, but I actually went and compared my score, that 362 qualifier. I compared it against last year's results, and in the championship open flight, it goes down 30 places. So out of the 4,000 people that make it there, there's 30 people, the top 30 that are in the championship bare bow flight, open flight, male and female combined. I would have been in 27th place with that score out of 30 in the championship flight. Okay, that's not horrible. You got to put things in perspective always. You can't take a bare bow score and immediately compare it to a bunch of, junior recurve archers that are sitting next to you. They get to use 60 centimeter targets, not 40 centimeter targets. They get to use sights. They get to use stabilizers. So you have to adjust your expectations. You don't go look at the top of the list in compound and see 300, 300, 300 for 900 points. You don't go looking there when you're shooting bare bow open class. I would have been in 27th place last year in the championship flight. That's not horrible. For never competing in my life. This is the third competition ever. At least it makes me hopeful that I'll work my way up into the ranks. Am I going to be in the top 10? No, I don't put in the time for that. But to make the championship flight with that kind of a score, you guys can go look this up. Go look up Vegas Shoot 2020 championship flight. You'll see the top 30 scores and you'll see all the way down. Go look for where a 362 would be. 362 would have put me in 27th place. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. More later. Bye.